Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Well, in the middle of all the controversy stirred up by the crazy guy in the White House, all that chaos and controversy, in the middle of all that, the Republicans have released their repeal and replace plan for the Affordable Care Act. And if you're rich, you're going to love it. If you're not, well, you're pretty much screwed. Now, the Affordable Care Act wasn't perfect, and there were some people that actually got hurt by it. But those things could have been fixed. It wouldn't have been that hard to do that. But if you are one of those people that did get hurt, the Republican plan is not going to make your life any better. Matter of fact, it's going to get worse. Everybody, except for the rich, are going to be worse off under the Republican plan. Here are the main features of it. Well, first of all, there's tax breaks. Of course, Republicans are fond of tax breaks. So there will be tax breaks in the Republican health care plan. There are even tax breaks for the CEOs of health care and health insurance companies. Now, just how that's going to make your health care any better, well, they haven't explained that because there is no explanation. But the rich will be getting another tax break. And there will be tax breaks for everybody, but here's the thing. If you're poor or middle class, those tax breaks aren't going to amount to very much. They're certainly not going to pay for much of the cost of your health insurance plan. But if you're rich, you can get one of those Cadillac plans and get a tax break for it. So basically what it means is that the poor and the middle class are going to subsidize rich people's health care plans. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, and there's another thing. There will be health savings accounts. Health savings accounts means you can put some money aside in a health savings account to use when you get sick, and it's not taxable. It's a tax shelter. Well, if you're poor or working poor or middle class, you really don't have that much money to put aside in a health savings account, so it's not going to do you very much good. But if you're rich, you've got another tax shelter. And you don't have to use it for your health care because you already have the Cadillac insurance plan that you got that was subsidized by the people who are worse off than you. Another thing, of course, is deregulation. Under the Affordable Care Act, there were a lot of things that the health insurance plans were required to cover. Now, this was controversial at first because Obama promised that, hey, you know, you're going to be able to keep your plan. Then it turned out you couldn't because if your plan sucked, it had to be replaced with a better one. So what the Republicans are saying is, hey, we're not going to require the insurance company to cover these things. So you will be able to get a plan. You might even be able to get one fairly cheaply, but it's not going to cover very much. And your copay is going to be a whole lot more. And then your health care plan, the insurance plan, will also skyrocket because there's going to be no individual mandate, which will mean that a lot of young, healthy people won't have insurance, and the insurance companies, they got to make a profit, and if they're insuring mostly older and sicker people, well, then they're going to have to raise the price of your plan. So you're going to have a plan that doesn't cover much, that even what it does cover, there's going to be a big copay, and you're going to pay more for it. And then, of course, there is the Republicans' big idea. This is something they've been pushing for years, and that is allowing insurance companies to sell across state lines. Now, it's a scam, because here's the way things work in the world of insurance. The federal government does not regulate insurance. It's regulated by the states. So if you buy an insurance product from a company that is outside of your state and they decide to screw you, your insurance commissioner in your state can't help you because the insurance company is not located in your state. And the state where the insurance company is located can't help you because you're not a citizen of that state. So this whole thing about selling insurance across state lines is a big scam. The Republicans know that. They are counting on you not knowing it. Now, so far, there are, like the Congressional Budget Office and the Office of Budget and Management and all that, they haven't scored the Republican plan yet, but it's not going to do much for the people. And all the savings that the Affordable Care Act has done as far as health care will go up in smoke. And about 30 million people will lose their insurance coverage. So we're going back to where we were pretty much before the Affordable Care Act. With a lot of people no longer having health insurance, 30 million people losing their health insurance, a lot of them will die because if you really think about it, the Republican Party, it's one huge death panel. Thanks for listening.